We are Group 27 and we'll be presenting on Smart Farm Inventory Management System. This is our digital solution for efficient pharmacy inventory management system. And I'm Princess Amabuatma with index number 170446231. So our inventory system, the name of our inventory system for pharmacies is Smart Farm. And we built this for managing local pharmacies. Our inventory system is to match stock, track medicine sales, generate and generate reports, and it's used for daily operations. We built this user-friendly interface for the pharmacy staff. This pharmacy system, it's used to solve problems like managing the inventory manual, checking stock errors, expired medicine, and also tracking sales. Our system addresses these challenges by automating inventory control. The aim and objectives for our user-friendly digital platform. So our aim is to develop a user-friendly digital platform which helps local pharmacies to efficiently manage medicine stock, reduce manual error, monitor inventory, improve data. The objective laid in order for this digital platform is to create a digital system to manage the masses, to record sales, to keep systems, to track stock accurately, and maintain a supplier delivery record. So my colleague Jane will take it from functional and functional requirements.
Moving on to functional and non-functional requirements. The functional requirement really describes what the system must do. That is the features and the tasks. So with our functional requirements, we have a login system, a search function, add, edit, delete medicine records, basic records, and then stock tracking. And non-functional requirement just describes how the system performs, like the speed, security, and usability. And under our non-functional requirements, we have usability, that is intuitive, clean, and friendly interface, and security, that is password protection and secure data to ensure that our users do not have any problem security-wise. And availability, that is operable during pharmacy hours and offline, meaning our users will be able to use this system anytime at all, and even without being connected to the internet. And we also have data backup. That is, in case of any natural disaster, our users will be able to access any information they have stored in the system. So in creating a system, we have a methodology we have to follow, and we chose the waterfall methodology. So for the waterfall methodology, it's a step-by-step software approach where each phase is completed before the next begins. So it is simple, structured, and works best for projects with clear requirements. That is, we know what we want to do before we start. Okay, so moving on to UML diagrams. So these are the diagrams that we use, starting with entity relation diagrams. For the ER diagram, it's basically used to show how data is connected in a database, using entities, attributes, and relationships to simplify database design. So this is our entity relation diagram, which is showing the entities and attributes of in our system. The next is context diagram. Context diagrams give a high-level view of a system, showing how it interacts with external entities like users and other systems. This is our context diagram, which is showing us how our system interacts with users and other systems. So this is the context diagram for our system. The next diagram is the use case diagram. The use case diagram simply show how users interact with a system. So this is a visual representation of how our users interact with our system. The next diagram is the data flow diagram. So the data flow diagram simply shows how data moves through a system. And the last is a flow chart. So flow charts use symbols to show the step-by-step flow of a process. They help visualize how tasks or decisions are carried out in a system. So that is it for our diagrams. I will hand over to my colleague.
All right. So I go by the name John Naja, BSc Computer Science, with the index number 1704231312. Well, I'll be taking you through the conceptual structure and organization of system, including its components, relationships, and interactions. Hence the system architecture. So first of all, we are going to talk about the high-level structure, where in this case we have three main parts of our system, which is the smart farm. So the three main parts is the authentication and layout, core management models, technical architecture features. Hence, let's talk about the authentication and layout first. So we have the foundation layer. The login form handles the user authentication securely using the username and password, hence giving authorization to the rightful person to get access to the system. And then once logged in the Upsider acts once logged in, the Upsider bar acts as the main navigation hub, allowing users to move between models easily. The heart of the app, which manages routing, logic, and component rendering. And then we move to the core management models. Now, for the core management models, uh, the core functionality, these are the main models users interact with. So the dashboard will display the metrics like low stock, expiring medicines, and sales summary. And I think with this, moving forward, my colleague will take you through that. And the medicine management allows users to add, edit, or delete medicines and track stock levels, prices, and expiry dates as well. These are some of the functions of our system. And then when we move to the sales management, it records every sales and gives access to sales history and insights. The supplier management stores supplier contact informations, and track the source of each medicine. And then the report generates detailed analytics and inventory reports, all with Ghana city currency supports, since we are in Ghana and we use Ghana cities. So when we get to the technical architecture aspect too, on the technical side, the smart farm is built with React and TypeScript for a scalable and type-safe front end. We use Tailwind CSS for responsive and clean user interface components. React, React Router for page navigation, and app context for state management shared across the app. Currently, the data is stored local states, but the system is designed to scale to real-time database or cloud in the future. So with that being said, in conclusion, I would say that it's just a school project or demo, and it's practical solution for pharmacy operation, reflecting real world needs through modern development practices. So with that being said, my colleague Joel is going to take you through the actual implementation or what is going behind the scene that we are not seeing yet. Over to you, Joel.
So my name is Go Kojo, index number 170438585. So I'll be taking you through the system. So here we have our system. This is the login page, and the demo credentials has been hard coded onto the surface. So we are going to type in our username and password. We are signing in now. Okay, so here we have our interface. On our interface, we have the dashboard. We have on the dashboard, we can find the total medicines, total sales, low stock items, and today's revenue. We also have low stock alerts, expiry alerts, and recent sales. So we move on to the next interface, which is the medicine inventory. So on here, we can search for medicines, we can add medicines, we can edit and delete medicines. So moving on, we are going to be adding a particular drug. So I'll take you through that. So right now I want to add a drug. So we have flu relief. Okay. And it's a code. Its category is a code. It's for code. Yes. And so the price, we have 20 cedis. And the quantity. Quantity is simply talking about the stock. How many drugs do you have in stock? So we have 200. And also the expiry date. Put in. So we have October 20th, 2026. And we also have the supplies, which is Unique Chemist, Tobinco, and NS Chemist. So you choose the supplier. And also the description for you. Okay, so now we go ahead and add a drug. So add. So here you can see a pop-up message saying it has been added to the inventory. So let's move down and see. Okay, so this is it, and it's in stock. So probably if you have more stock of that particular drug, you can go to edit and you add the stock that is in. So update. You can see the pop-up message saying it has been updated. Okay, so we have a day 300. Sure. Okay, so we move on to the sales interface. On here, we have today's sale, which is recorded as 0 because you've not done anything today. And also we have today's revenue, weekly sale, and weekly revenue. So these are past events. So when we go down, we'll see the recent sales, all past events. So we want to add a new sale to our inventory. So we add new sale. So today we are going to be purchasing a random drug, and let's take the pro code. Okay, and we'll enter the quantity. So probably somebody comes into the pharmacy and he wants to purchase a drug. So you just go onto the sales management page, you enter the drug, which is pro code, and the quantity the person wants to buy. So probably the person wants to buy 5. So here we have our grand total, which is the quantity the person is buying and the amount. And the available medicine is 270. So we just go tap on complete sale and you see it there. So we have at our recent sale area, we have our pro code there. And also our total sale, we can see that it's recorded as 1, and also the amount. Okay, we move on to the next tab, which is the supplier management or supplier manager. Yes. So now here we can see the suppliers who have been bringing drugs into the pharmacy. We have Unichemist, Tobinco, and NS Chemist. So right now I want to add a drug. Add a supplier. Sorry. So we're going to be adding a supplier. Let's see. Done. Done chemist. Contact. And also the email. Done chemist. Okay, and also the address. So you move on and add the supplier. So add. You can see a pop-up message saying done chemist has been added. And when we move down, we'll sit down there. Okay, so right now, done chemist hasn't been assigned or been linked to any drug. So we can delete it. But the other suppliers have been assigned to medicine, so we can't delete that. We can just edit. So as you can see down here, it said cannot delete supplier with linked medicines. Okay, we can also go ahead and edit. Probably you've made a mistake with some aspect of the entries and you want to just correct that. So we go ahead and update. So as you can see, it's down there. Okay. So move on to the report. So our system generates reports, and this is the report page. On here, we can see the total medicines, total supplies, inventory value, and total sale. And we also can see the top selling medicine and also the sales performance. Down here, we can see the low stock report and also the expiry report. Okay, so that will be all for our system. And when you want to log out, you just tap on this button and it takes you out. So I'll be handing over to my colleague Asantua to continue.
Appear Santua, and I'll be taking the conclusion for our presentation. So Smart Farm Inventory System is a digital solution that helps local pharmacies manage medicine stock efficiency. And the main purpose of this inventory system is to automate inventory processes like add and update medicines, track stock levels, monitor expiry dates, and generate reports. This helps reduce errors that occurs with the inventory, unlike the manual handling.
The system was built for pharmacists, staff, and administrators. It provides each user with tools they need to perform their roles effectively to avoid errors. Why does this system even matter? The system solves issues like stock shortages, expired drugs, and manual errors with a simple, reliable platform. By offering a user-friendly and reliable platform that improves operations and decision making. Thank you very much.